In this last video, we're going to try to put this all together and first use the derivative of a sum of functions is the sum of their derivatives. And I'm going to do several examples. Okay, so let's first take the derivative of 2x cubed plus 5x minus the square root of x plus 11. Okay, this is, if I want to take the derivative of this sum, it's the same as taking the derivative of each part. Okay, so we get the derivative of 2x cubed plus the derivative of 5x plus the derivative of negative square root of x plus the derivative of 11. Okay, so if I take the derivative of 2x cubed, I should get 2, because that's the constant multiple, times the derivative of times the derivative of x cubed, which is 3x squared, plus the derivative of 5x. You can either think of the derivative of 5x as the derivative of a linear function, so we just take the slope, or you can think of it as 5 times the derivative of x, which is 1, with the exponent being 1, times x to the 1 minus 1, or x to the 0, which is 1. So in any case, this part is just a 1. Okay. Now the derivative of negative square root of x, that's a negative 1. So we just think of that as a minus. And then square root of x, that's x to the 1/2. And to take the derivative of x to the 1/2, we get 1/2 x to the 1/2 minus 1. And then the derivative of 11, 11 is a constant, so we just get 0. Okay, so plus 0. So in all, we get 6x squared plus 5 minus 1 over 2 square root of x. And there's our derivative. So let's try another one. Let's take the derivative of 3 over x squared minus 2 to the x over 5. And now, what is this notation here? This means that we're going to evaluate the derivative of x equals negative 1. So the first thing we'll do is find the derivative, and then the next thing we do is after we find the derivative, we want its value when x equals negative 1. Okay, so let's see how this goes. First we find the derivative of 3 over x squared minus 2 to the x over 5. So let's rewrite 3 over x squared as 3 times x to the negative 2, and then we rewrite negative 2 to the x over 5 as plus negative 1/5 times 2 to the x. Okay, now we want to find the derivative. So we find the derivative of each piece. We get negative 6x to the negative 3 plus negative 1/5, that's our constant, times the derivative of 2x, which is natural log of 2 times 2 to the x. Okay, make sure that you understand that piece. Now, what we want to do is actually take this derivative and we want to evaluate at x equals negative 1. Which means we want to put in negative 1 for all those x values. Okay, so we get negative 6 times negative 1 to the negative 3 plus negative 1/5 natural log of 2 times 2 to the negative 1. Okay, sorry, the green and red are kind of writing over each other. So we get 6 minus natural log of 2 divided by 10. Divided by 10 because we had the 1/5 and we also had 2 to the negative 1. So that's like 1/2. We are going to be practicing these a lot in class, but make sure you're practicing yourself too. When we do these on the videos, make sure that you try them yourself as well and quiz yourself early and often, especially when you're reading the book.